Hello, hello, and welcome back to the vlog. This week I am gonna do a 16-week pregnancy update for you guys because a lot has happened in the last 4 weeks. Yeah, I think I was 12 weeks when I updated you guys last. So like the last month of my pregnancy. I am finally to the point where I am loving everything about being pregnant. I'm not gonna lie, the beginning was very difficult. Being super sick. I know that I've already talked to you guys about all this. No appetite, super sick, my skin was awful. And I just didn't feel like myself. I loved the fact that I was pregnant, but I didn't really like being pregnant because it didn't feel great or good at all. So since being 12 weeks pregnant, the last month has gone, for the most part, so much more smoothly. Oh my gosh. My skin is finally clearing up. Finally, to the point where it's clearing up. And I know that's not a big deal, but I have never had huge issues with my skin. So it hit me real hard. I did not enjoy that. I have not gotten sick at all once in the last month. I have more energy. I'm not gonna say a lot more energy. I don't take naps anymore though, so that's something. But I'm still going to bed really early, and if I don't rest, I get really tired. But overall, I'm like feeling so much better. This month has been awesome in terms of how I'm feeling. And my belly is finally popped. I finally have a bump, which is exciting. Hi.
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
I'm going to the PGA store.
You're going to the PGA store?
Mm-hmm.
It's 6.
It's fine. I'll be back by 6.
Symptoms-wise, I am always hungry. Always hungry, which is super different from the first trimester because I couldn't eat anything without gagging. Now, I still have the palate of a 5-year-old. I really only want pizza, tacos, desserts, like nothing. We were doing dinners tonight, talking about dinners or getting groceries for the week, and Steven like wants the most extravagant meals, which first of all, slow your roll, bubs. We've been together now for 7 years. I will no longer cook you things like steak, mashed potatoes on a random Tuesday. So anyway, I don't really want to eat anything good for me. Mac and cheese, tacos, pizza, fries. It's pretty bad. But I at least have my appetite back and I'm hungry all the time. So that's one symptom that I've had. Some headaches they've been really bad. And I read those were supposed to slow down in the 2nd trimester, so I actually talked to my doctor about it, which is something that I want to mention to you guys as well. But yeah, just really bad migraines, and unfortunately Tylenol doesn't really do anything for me, and that's the only thing you can take when you're pregnant. You can't take ibuprofen. And I actually had some really bad pelvic pain. So where do I start with this? I, first of all, am an anxious person, and I overthink every little thing normally, but I think that every single mom can vouch for the fact that when you're pregnant, every little thing feels like the end of the world if you don't think it's normal, and everything makes you nervous and you wonder if everything's okay, if the baby's okay. So it was last week I started to have some really bad cramping pelvic pain. Like normally, I mean, I've had cramping since the beginning of the pregnancy, and going into the 2nd trimester I've had cramping, but it was last week that it got really bad, to the point where it hurt to walk, it hurt to sit down, which wasn't normal. I mean, I know that round ligament pains can hurt, and when they first started, that's what I chalked it up to. But I also read that round ligament pains were supposed to be off and on, and that usually you only felt it on your right side. You could feel it on your left side. My pain was pretty localized, like right above my pubic bone. So it was really low, and it was so sharp, and it was constant. It wasn't off and on. And at work, I'm always moving around. So I'm a teacher, I think I've said that before. And especially with COVID, like wearing my mask, I'm always out of breath, always moving around the classroom. Anytime a student leaves their desk, we have to spray and wipe it down. I have 2 classes that I teach, so anytime they leave, I have to spray and wipe down and run around the classroom before the next class comes in. We're always walking somewhere, whether it's specials, recess, I don't know. I don't sit down a lot at work, which isn't a bad thing. You're supposed to be able to like walk. But so I go to work, and then usually we go on a walk every single day, which I didn't think was overdoing it. Like, I'm not doing any hardcore workouts. But anywho, I called my doctor, or really her nurse, about my pains and my cramping, and she was like, okay, well, it could be round ligament pain, but it doesn't really sound like it. She told me it was evening. I called it like 4. And she was like, if it doesn't get any better, then you need to call me tomorrow morning, like if it progresses. But if it gets worse, then you just need to go into the ER. She was like, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, and go get checked out and make sure everything's okay. Which of course freaked me out, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think about anything else. She was like, take Tylenol, take a warm bath, not a hot bath, don't worry. So I did that. The cramping was there all night long. I did sleep, like it didn't wake me up, the pain, which was interesting because during the day it was like not, like 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. So I could sleep, and then I thought everything was fine. So I woke up and started getting ready, and I like started to feel a little something, but I was like, you know, it's probably nothing. So I went to work, and then the more that I walked around, the pains were back, and they were worse than they were before. So I called my doctor again, and I was like, hey, I left a message for the nurse, and I was like, hey, I know you said to call if it continues. It's definitely still going on, and let me know what you want me to do, basically. And I was on my first Zoom call for the day, of course, and she called back, and she was like, hey, doctor wants to see you now. Like, just come in as soon as you can. When's as soon as you can get here? So I had to go talk to my principal and assistant principal, and of course they were amazing about it, and they were like, go take care of yourself, do what you need to do. But I was so, I was such a mess. I had no idea what was going on, and I knew that like how much pain I was in could not have been normal. So of course your mind goes to the scariest possible thing, and I had called the doctor already like a million times. So I don't know if anyone else has dealt with this, but I don't know, I just feel like, oh my gosh, the doctor's gonna think I am psychotic and I shouldn't be calling this much and blah, blah, blah. So I went in and I was terrified, like so terrified. I was just waiting. I figured they were gonna do a sonogram because when you have like bad pelvic pain like that, usually they have to, or they don't have to, but they want to check it out and make sure everything's okay. So, and of course Steven can't be in there with me because of COVID. So I was by myself, and I just remember the nurse like taking my blood pressure, which has been normal every single appointment, was like, baby, your blood pressure is high for you. Are you nervous? And immediately I was just like, yes, I'm nervous. Like I am freaking out. And so she was awesome, and she was like, I know, I've been there. Everything will be okay. Like that's why you're here. We're gonna take care of you. So of course it was like the busiest day, and they made me an appointment when she called that morning, but they were just trying to squeeze me in, and their schedule was full. It was very clear that they were busy, the busiest I had ever seen them. It was very clear. So I sat there in this little chair waiting for an hour before I got my sonogram. I got my sonogram, heard the heartbeat, and immediately like huge sigh of relief. So she checked me out. She couldn't find any like cysts or anything, which is I guess what she was looking for. And the plus, because everything was okay, I got to see her again, which I hadn't seen her since 7 weeks when she looked like a little gummy bear. And I'll show you, yeah, I'll show you the updated sonogram. Like she actually looks like a baby now, and it's so adorable. But Steven's gonna show you, he's so proud.
There's baby girl.
So we listened to the heartbeat, and I was like,
look,
crying.
She was
like, look at her moving around so much. She put her fingers in her mouth.
That's her little thumb.
So I was watching her move around, and everything seemed great. She said she was measuring normally, which when I went, I was a little over 16 weeks.
She's got a big head like her mom.
I told them all babies at this point have big heads. They're not proportionate yet.
It's a little big.
I do have a large head. But anyway, so the sonogram checked out, which was awesome, and it was a huge sigh of relief, because I was like, okay, well, at least baby's healthy, you know, like something might be going on with me still, but my baby is fine. So that was a relief. But then I had to wait like another hour. My doctor wanted to examine me because she was like, for you to be in that much pain, like something has to be going on. She came in and she did a full exam on me. It did hurt to touch, hurt to press on, but she told me, she was like, I was 99% sure that I was gonna walk in here and you were gonna be, like your cervix was gonna be open. And I was like, basically, moral of the story is that I was overdoing it and I needed to rest. So basically she just said that you're overdoing it and you need to rest, like listen to your body, blah, blah, blah. I didn't go back to work that day. I took the day off Friday, and then all weekend, like we have done nothing. Well, Steven's done things, I have done nothing. strictly in bed. That was the only dramatic thing that's happened in the last month of my pregnancy. The pains have gotten a lot better since then. What I'm experiencing now, I would chalk up to round ligament pain. Like when I sneeze or when I get up really quickly, I can feel like a sharp pain, which I know that's round ligament pains, but it's nothing like what I was feeling before. Moral of the story, if that happens to you, call your doctor. It's always safe to get checked out. When in doubt, call the doctor. And I guess I'll just be taking it easy. I mean, I have to go to work, so.
Gotta make that moolah.
Gotta make the moolah. So I guess I'll just be like moving slowly and taking my time.
Cute clothes.
Yes, so that's the next thing I was gonna say. We're gonna give you an update on the nursery. Let's go. It's very dark, but we wanted to show you. We obviously haven't really done much. Steven painted, I think it was gray the last time we showed you. So white and then the pink. And then we got a curtain rod from Target. It's super cute. And then we ordered one set of curtains. We clearly need two, so we're waiting on the other one to come in, but they're blackout. And then, look at baby girl's clothes already. 99% of this, I think we've bought like 2 onesies. 99% of this is courtesy of my mom. She's been going ham. Oh my gosh, are those not the cutest thing you've ever seen? She's got bows. Those are like 12 months clothes. My mom was like, you don't want to buy all newborn stuff. So those are like 6 to 12 months clothes that I'm not hanging up yet. Steven's really proud of this outfit.
This outfit I got to pick out.
Sorry boys, daddy says no dating. So anyway, and then got some headbands and stuff in there, which we're like being very on top of it. Like I said, most of it's my mom and she's so excited, but we are pretty prepared with the painting and such. We won't buy anything. We'll probably start to buy a couple things Black Friday because it'll be on sale. But she won't be here till early April. So we are ahead of the game, on the ball, probably because we were just so excited. I really like this shade. We ended up picking, I think, the middle one for those of you who saw the other video. It's not like a Pepto pink. It's pretty subtle. That's the word I'm looking for. So that's Sweet Colin's Nursery. So anyway, that's really what I wanted to update you guys on the last month of my pregnancy. All in all, it's been so much better and I feel like a new person. I feel like myself again. My hair is thicker and shinier than it has ever been before. It's also growing like crazy fast. It hasn't been this long in a while. Skin's back to normal. My boobs still hurt like crazy and they're still growing and they're like really dark now. Not like the actual boob, but you know what I mean. That's the 16-week update. I cannot wait to be at 20 weeks and be halfway. And now I'm like really enjoying pregnancy and I'm trying to enjoy every single moment. But the next things that I cannot wait for are feeling her move and being halfway there. I can't wait until the 20-week anatomy scan. And that's also like the only appointment that Steven can go to. They're letting him come to that one. So we also were tossing around the idea of Steven doing a little takeover next week. So comment below if you would like to see a Steven takeover on the vlog next week. And any questions you have for Steven. Thank you guys for watching. I've loved starting to post about my pregnancy because I've gotten a lot of subscribers and women that have that are now following along that are also pregnant, and I love hearing y'all's stories and then seeing you compare your experience to my experience. It's really great. So I've actually subscribed to a lot of other people since being pregnant too. It's fun to hear about it. So if you have had any similar things happen with the cramping or anything like that, let me know. Or if you have any other crazy symptoms 16 weeks pregnant. That's it. We're trucking along. Thank you for taking the time to watch the vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on social media. Cooper says bye. Bye.